We're going to talk first about the Gun-Free Schools reports. So in the Compliance Report tab, you'll click first on the 2019-2020 PR 6000 Gun-Free Schools District Report. The basic functionality of the Gun-Free Schools report is similar to other compliance reports and e-grants. The buttons at the top allow you to access a printable version of the document, to exit back to the table of contents to see other compliance reports, to save the document at any point, which also will run the validation checks to be sure that the document's completed correctly, and an instruction document. To complete the report, the LEA will answer yes or no as to whether it will request any federal funds in the 2020-2021 school year. The LEA will also answer yes or no as to whether any students were found to have brought a firearm to school. If there's any additional data the LEA needs to share, there is an additional data box. This is an optional box. To enter the primary contact information for the Gun-Free Schools report, choose a name from the drop-down box under Select Contact. If the name the LEA wishes to enter does not appear here, simply click on Add New Contact to be taken to the schedule that allows the LEA to enter all the new contact information. Once the information is entered on the contact schedule, the LEA can return to the Gun-Free Schools report and select that contact from the drop-down box. To select the authorized official for the Gun-Free Schools report, the LEA should select a contact from the drop-down box, or if it's not there, add the new contact through the contact schedule, save the district report, and then once it has saved successfully, the LEA will be able to choose the Certify and Submit button. If the LEA answers yes on question 2 of the district report, the LEA must also complete a campus report for each campus involved. The LEA can access the campus report from the Compliance Report tab. By clicking on the link to the campus report, the LEA will access a list of all the campuses in the LEA. For example, if I wanted to select campus ABC, I would find that in the list, click it, and it would take me to the campus report. Inside the campus report, the functionality buttons at the top work like on all the other reports, to get a printable version, to exit, to save, or to see instructions. The campus name and campus number will be pre-printed to correspond with the campus that the LEA selected from the drop-down list. There are a couple of things we should mention about the Save button. First, it doesn't become active until a value greater than 0 is entered into the report. And second, the Save button can be used anytime after that to run the edit checks on the data entered. If the edit check finds any errors that must be corrected before submission, they will be listed at the top so that the LEA can see what needs to be fixed. The first section of the campus report is asking for the unduplicated number of students who were involved in an incident with a firearm. So the LEA would complete the report by grade to list the unduplicated number of students. If the same student was involved in more than one incident, that student would simply be counted once in association with the most severe result for that student. In this next section, the LEA will take the unduplicated count of students and divide them into two groups. The first group are students who are not children with disabilities. The second group is students who are children with disabilities. The last section here deals with the unduplicated students who did not fall into any of the categories that were listed above. Still dividing between special ed and not special ed, but counting for students who were not expelled, who received other type of disciplinary action, or who received no disciplinary action. Still divided between special education and not special education. In this section, the LEA is dealing with number of incidents, not students. So by grade level, the LEA would record the number of incidents involving each of these types of weapons. Again, number of incidents, not number of students. The LEA would indicate the primary contact for the campus report by selecting from the drop-down list or by adding a new contact to the drop-down list. The same for the authorized official for the campus report. Either select from the list or add a new contact to that list. The exit, printable version, and save buttons are available at the bottom. And remember that the LEA must certify and submit the report once it's been saved successfully. It is very important that the LEA submit the gun-free schools reports. If the LEA does not submit its gun-free school report, TEA cannot issue NOGAs for the LEA's federal grants. The due date for the reports is June 29, 2020. If the reports are not submitted by that date, LEAs will be contacted to come into compliance before NOGAs can be released. Questions related to the Gun-Free Schools district and campus reports should be sent to ESAsupport@tea.texas.gov.